Welcome back, this is Tech for 10, following up with the review of the Overpowered 17 Plus gaming laptop from Walmart. There are many configurations of the Overpowered gaming laptop, for this video we will be focusing on the 17-inch version. It is rocking the latest Intel 6-core i7-8750H processor with a base clock of 2.2 GHz that can turbo up to 3.9 GHz on all cores, or 4.1 GHz on a single core. It can handle most productivity tasks and gaming with ease. Packed within its slim chassis is a full GTX 1060 6GB, 32GB of RAM, and a gorgeous 17.3-inch 1080p 144Hz display, without G-Sync or NVIDIA Optimus. For storage, a 256GB SATA SSD M.2 and a 2TB 7200 RPM hard drive can be found within. At the $1,000 price point with a 2-year warranty, this model has lots of value when compared to its competitors, the HP Omen 15 and Acer Helios 300. The value is more pronounced when comparing the $799 15-inch overpowered laptop to its competitors. Using a Tongfang laptop chassis that Electronics uses for their laptops was a good choice, as this aluminum reinforced chassis with aluminum top panel deserves praise for its rigidity. With the keyboard deck, trackpad, and bottom panel made mostly plastic, it still feels quite sturdy. The dimensions for the Overpowered 17 Plus is 241mm width, 355mm length, and 30mm in height. The laptop weighs in about 2.5 kilograms, or 5.6 pounds, with the charger adding an additional 0.4 kilograms, 0.88 pounds, making the total 2.9 kilograms, or 6.48 pounds in total. Overall, the laptop's build quality is decent. Weighing it at 5.6 pounds, it's going to be one of the lightest 17-inch gaming laptops you can find in the market. With the only eyesore that could be changed is the top panel with the OP letters that are unnecessarily large. If I were to change this, I would go somewhere similar to how the Lenovo does a ThinkPad line and put a subtle overpowered label on the top left corner, top right corner of the top lid. Okay, let's look at the inside. Starting from the top, there's a 720p accurate web camera located in the center, which is a much better location in the current generations of laptops who are putting it on the bottom of the panel. The bezels are slim and modern, allowing for a very immersive feel, especially since the display is 144Hz, with the only drawback here being that it's not G-Sync and Optimus NVIDIA is not included. When it comes to the screen quality, the 17.3 IPS Full HD is bright and colorful with an sRGB rating of 120% and a max screen brightness of 260 nits, which is average, sharing the same similarity with the Asus ROG Strix Scar 2, but both trail far behind the Predator and HP Omen 15 with 312 and 300 nits respectively. In a nutshell, the 17 Plus display is more colorful than the average gaming laptop. With both below average screen brightness and lack of G-Sync, it is getting easier to tell the corners that have been cut. The Overpowered 17 has a full-size mechanical keyboard with brown switches that give it a nice typing experience without being obnoxiously loud as some mechanical keyboards can be. Long typing sessions are satisfying and comfortable, and this particular edition makes it stand out compared to other $1,000 gaming laptops. To add icing to the cake, it has a full programmable RGB lighting, with each key and each section of the keyboard can be set, as well as their specific RGB lighting effects. Moving down, we have the trackpad, and it's made of mostly plastic. It is nice and large, running Windows Precision drivers, and a click as strong as audible. Windows gestures such as 3-finger, 4-finger taps and swipe all work well. The speakers consist of a pair of 2-watt audio speakers on the sides. They point downwards, and unfortunately they're lacking both loudness and clarity, especially once you crank up the volume. I found myself asking, is that it? Especially under load, when the CPU and the GPU are stressed. The weak speakers can be overlooked since most mobile gamers will usually bring a pair of headphones when playing on the go. However, it's still something small to mention for improvement. Port selection is plentiful if not questionable, as the inclusion of a single USB 2.0 port on the left side begs the question why. Continuing on the left side from left to right houses a Kensington clock, Ethernet jack, with a separate microphone and headphone jack. The right side consists of a half-depth 2-in-1 SD card reader and two USB 3.0 Type A ports. Vents adorn both the left and right side of the keyboard deck with two more vents on the hinge. The rear shown has two mini display ports, one HDMI and one USB Type-C Gen 1 connector, with the only change here I would make is making that USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 compatible. With the hexa-core i7-8750H and 32GB of RAM, having multiple tabs open in Chrome in excess of 20+ and gaming posed no issues. With the included GTX 1060 6GB, most modern AAA games will play 60+ frames at medium to high settings. In terms of storage, there's an M.2 solid-state drive, which is SATA-based for your operating system, with expected read and write speeds. And the included 2TB 7200 RPM hard drive is a nice addition to hold your whole Steam library. Thanks to the full GTX 1060, gaming feels nice and smooth. On the screen are the average frame rates that you can expect from this configuration. In my use case, typing, video editing, and gaming temperatures have been great with a max temperature of 85 degrees Celsius with no noticeable CPU or GPU throttling. Temperatures get even better if you set the PC to turbo mode, which can be found in the OP control center, which ramps the speeds to the fans to the max, making it sound like an airplane engine, however, lowering temperatures down to around the mid-70s. During light loads, like watching YouTube videos, the overpowered laptop is barely audible, between 26 to 28 decibels with CPU temperatures fluctuating between 45 to 48 degrees Celsius. However, under heavy loads like CPU and GPU benchmarks or playing the newest games, the noise level raises to 35 to 38 decibels, with decibels raising even further during turbo mode to 45 to 48 decibels, which is not that bad considering most laptops in this price range will go up to 50 to 60 decibels with much higher temps. It performs below average when compared to other premium laptops with a runtime of 2 hours and 44 minutes on a battery test. The reason being the weak 48 watt-hour battery. However, not to worry, it can be upgraded to a third-party 66 watt-hour battery, bringing battery life to a comfortable 4 to 5 hours of light web browsing and office work. That is, if you're willing to break the warranty seal on the bottom of the case. Doing this upgrade will remove the 2.5 hard drive disk, which I know all of you will miss. Yeah, not really, so Overpowered letting you know for the future, for Generation 2, that we need a 66 watt-hour battery minimum. The Overpowered laptop is one of the easier laptops to upgrade, with a dozen Phillips head screws on the bottom between you and the internals. One of the screws has an overpowered warranty seal hinting that the opening may void your warranty, and is uncertain if Walmart or Overpowered would give end users trouble down the road if you break the sticker. However, once you open up the bottom, we find that the 2.5 hard drive caddy, the 2 RAM slots, and not one but 2 M.2 slots. And below the RAM, you can see the small 48 watt-hour battery that can be upgraded to a 66 watt-hour battery. In summary, the pros are as follows: great value, excellent display, better thermals than the competition, mechanical keyboard with individual RGB, and a solid chassis with minimal flex. The cons are as follows: inclusion of the 2.5 hard drive disk space, which would be better occupied by a larger 66 watt-hour from the stock, short battery life, weak speakers, and a lack of Thunderbolt 3 support. Overall, for $999, Walmart's first attempt at a 17-inch gaming laptop provides great value and performance. At this price point, the closest direct competitors with similar specs are the HP Omen 15 and the Acer Helios 315-inch. which are also priced around $1,000. Both of these pale in comparison most areas, with the value proposition even becoming greater when you compare the overpowered 15-inch gaming laptop, which has been sold for $799, to the same HP Omen and Acer Predator Helios 300. That's pretty much it for this video. Links for this model and the 15-inch model are listed below. If you could, please like and subscribe for more content, and if you have any questions, please comment below. This has been Tech with 10, signing off till next time.